In today's video, I have 3 roles I'll be sharing with you, and they are all with health tech companies that are thriving. And if you're interested in working in healthcare, but maybe you don't have much experience, but you do have customer support experience, there's something for you. If you've been wanting to work in sales, but you only have customer support experience and you're okay with healthcare, there's something for you as well. And of course, if you have healthcare in your background and maybe you don't currently work remote, but you really want to, this is a great video for you to watch. So welcome back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for real work from home jobs. Thank you so much for joining me again. And for those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. And if you haven't already, please make sure you sign up for my email list. My email subscribers are the first ones to get these job leads before I put them out onto YouTube. And you can also check out some of the other resources I have on here for you as well. So you can see my various links and some products I have available, including the free download with 20 remote job sites, all sorts of goodies for you to look at. Let's go ahead and look at this first company. This is Omada Health, and they are a platform that sounds like a virtual program for just your all-over health monitoring in various ways. It says, live healthier, feel better. Omada is a virtual care program that gives you personalized support to get to a healthier you. So a health program built just for you. They have a no-cost welcome kit for those that are onboarded. They have a one-on-one health coaching and personalized care plans. Lots of great options for monitoring your health. Now, in terms of hiring, they are currently hiring for a member navigation associate. This is remote anywhere within the U.S. It says Omada Health is on a mission to inspire and engage people in lifelong health one step at a time. The Member Navigation Associate answers phone calls and replies to emails from members and customers about program-related questions, including but not limited to GLP-1 coverage status, how to use the mobile and web apps, link devices, insurance coverage, billing, application status, and all other program features. So essentially, as the member navigator, you're going to be communicating with their clients, with their customers / patients, and you're going to be helping them with all of the features that Omada Health has to offer. So depending on which aspect they're utilizing, or if they want to learn more about their options, things like that, or if they have billing questions, you're going to be kind of that catch-all person to help them to the best of your ability. And it says this role is perfect fit for someone who has delivered concierge-like service, is passionate about understanding and meeting our members' needs, and has expert-level technical troubleshooting and problem-solving skills. And it goes on from there. You get the general idea of the role. Let's look at what they want you to have to apply. It says you'll love this job if you work with a sense of urgency and thrive in a structured, process-driven environment. You enjoy interacting with members via the phone. You transform difficult interactions into delightful experiences, and you resonate with Omada's mission to inspire and nurture lifelong health one day at a time and translate that into empathetic service. Now, you only need a minimum of 1 year of frontline customer service support or a minimum 1 year in a remote customer service related job. And it says preferably in the health or tech industry, but it does not have to be in either of those. High performer with a proven track record of exceeding performance metrics, technical skills, so preferred, again, not required. 1 to 2 years of experience with iOS or Android or Mac OS, Slack and Google Suite, Zendesk, Salesforce, those type of CRM platforms. And if you don't, that's okay. That's only a preference. Strong communication skills, problem solving, troubleshooting, like we always say, those transferable skills, confidentiality, a learner's mindset. You're personable, you hold yourself accountable, and you're passionate about a career in support, healthcare, and technology, and you are adaptable, which you have to be for any role because you're coming in new. And to stand out amongst the crowd, have a minimum of 1 year handling B2B support requests, so that's business to business if you're not familiar, in addition to B2C, business to customer support. Minimum of 1 year of technical troubleshooting experience. Again, these are just preferences or ways that you could stand out amongst the crowd. And they have their requirements here. So you must be able to work between 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, which equates to 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, or 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central time. It says it requires heavy phone support and usage, so they're letting you know up front you're going to be on the phone a lot in this role, so you have to be comfortable with that. If you're not, this is probably not the role for you. and agreeable to employment in shifts that fluctuate between 25 to 40 hours per week with benefits. Shifts will be determined by the business needs, and you must be able to work weekends and holidays as needed, and you may be assigned up to 5 mandatory overtime hours per week during high demand periods, and you must be available for 40 hours a week during the first 4 weeks for training. And also because it is healthcare and there's PHI involved, or protected health information if you're not familiar, private workspace where member confidentiality can be maintained. So nobody else can view or hear interactions with the customers because that is all private information. So if you meet these requirements and you're interested in this role, this is a great one for you to apply to. When we go down to see the pay for this, it's $20.27 per hour up to $25.34 per hour. So that is the expected pay range. Again, this is Omada Health. And let's go ahead and jump into the next one. This is with Growth Therapy. I've shared them several times on the channel. This is another health tech company. They are in the mental health care space, and they're looking for a new client booking specialist. This is remote anywhere within the U.S. And it says Grow Therapy is on a mission to serve as a trusted partner for therapists growing their practice and patients accessing high quality care. So on their platform, they have, of course, both customers or clients as well as the mental health care providers. And it's a platform where you can go on there and find your therapist, or the one that works for you. And it says, we're seeking a specialist one for new client booking who is passionate about expanding access to mental health care. In this role, you'll handle warm, inbound phone leads from prospective clients, thoughtfully matching them with a Grow provider who best meets their mental health needs. As the first point of contact, you'll play a pivotal role in guiding clients through the booking process, following up as needed to secure appointments and ensure a seamless process. Ideal candidates are motivated self-starters who excel in a balance of structure and autonomy. With flexibility to structure your day, you'll be responsible for independently managing time, proactively engaging clients, and meeting booking goals. So it sounds like you have a good amount of autonomy here. I don't know if that necessarily means in your schedule or if that means just in terms of your workload. It's probably the latter, but it does sound like it does give you a lot of room to just show how autonomous you can be and still be successful in your role. And they go more into detail about what you'll be doing. They give us a good summary here, so let's look at what they want you to have to apply. It says you'll be a good fit if you have 2 years of experience in sales or call center client support. Healthcare, of course, is a preference, but it's not required. Proven ability to manage and convert a high volume of inbound leads or client inquiries in a fast-paced environment. So this is a sales type of role, even though it's not as blatantly salesy as you may traditionally think of it, or the way we might think of it. But in terms of healthcare, you're speaking to potential clients that are interested in the platform, interested in finding their their mental health care provider on Grow Therapy's platform, and your job is to kind of educate them on what the services provided are and help them find a therapist that could meet their needs and show them the benefits of utilizing the platform. So you lead with empathy and prioritize customer value over everything else. You're self-motivated, eager to learn, and are comfortable with ambiguity. You're comfortable overcoming objections. You love problem solving. You're successful working independently and remotely. You're available to work 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, which is 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. You thrive at a dynamic startup, and bonus points if you have a track record of at least 1 year of successful customer-facing professional experience. So you don't need a wealth of experience to get into this role, and the pay is $21.63 up to $24.04 per hour. And even though it's a remote role, they let you know that there's an expectation for you to travel 2 to 3 times per year for company and department offsite meetings. So, or at least projects or something of this sort. So they're just letting you know. I know they are based out of New York. They probably have other offsites. I believe they also have them in Seattle and San Francisco for this company. So those could be any of the 3 places that you may need to travel to. And because they are in the health tech space, it is very common that they would cover the travel for you. So if you don't mind doing that a couple times a year, plus getting paid at a growing health tech company, this is a great option for you. And you only need like 2 years of customer support experience. So go ahead and jump on it. Honestly, if you have at least 1 year, because they say it's bonus points if you have a track record of at least 1 year. So it's a little conflicting there a little bit, but I would say if you got 1 or 2 years, go ahead and apply. You never know. They could be looking for you. And if you're appreciating any of these roles so far, please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend or family member that could benefit from these types of leads. Next, we're going to look at Charlie Health, another health tech company that I've shared many times on this channel. They're looking for a patient care scheduling specialist, and it says Charlie Health exists to change essentially the way they're in the behavioral healthcare space. So they work across the country navigating mental health conditions, substance use disorders, and eating disorders, and things of the like. So they're working to kind of make those services for individuals that need that kind of support more readily available. And they're looking for a dynamic, passionate individual to support our incredible clients and families throughout treatment as a care experience specialist with client enablement. This candidate will welcome clients and families into our program post-admission, build rapport, and provide care coordination and customer service to ensure all client needs are met through their time in treatment. So while these patients are in treatment through what they've gotten through Charlie Health programs, you're kind of going to be that connector between the patient, their families, and Charlie Health and their providers to kind of make sure that their process is as seamless as possible. They understand the services offered to them and what's part of their program, everything they would need to know. So in this role, I'm just going to read a few of these. You'll place outbound calls, emails, and texts to admitted clients to ensure they fully enroll in their treatment plan. You're going to reach out to clients to ensure they understand their insurance benefits and have successfully completed their program of financial enrollment. You're going to communicate aftercare resources to families and work with families to schedule appointments post Charlie Health and complete all documentation in a timely manner, things of that nature. And also the requirements. So you're going to uphold Charlie Health's mission, vision, and values and take great pride in providing clients with exceptional service in order to support their mental health journeys. You have a high school diploma or equivalent, excellent written and verbal communication skills, minimum 2 years of experience working at a customer or patient success or support role, and 1 to 2 years of Salesforce or a CRM platform is required. Let me pause there. If you have not worked with Salesforce, for one, you can go to just search for Salesforce Trailhead, and it is they've created their own platform where you can learn Salesforce for free. They've created different learning tracks depending on your niche, your industry that you work in. So there's that where you can get familiar with it. And then two, if you've worked in any kind of customer support role or client facing role where you had to document your interactions with customers or clients, then you've worked with a CRM platform. So if you've done that for 1 to 2 years, you meet this requirement. Okay, so don't be scared off if you haven't worked with Salesforce. Also, 1 to 2 years of experience using contact center technology, 1 to 2 years of experience customer financial discussions. So health insurance experience and knowledge of medical billing practices is a strong plus. Again, not a requirement. And strong ability to multitask and work in a fast-paced environment. Demonstrates a high level of emotional intelligence, knowledge of HIPAA policies and procedures, essentially work in an environment that is private where no one else can see or have access to patient information, which is very private, obviously, and work authorized in the so you're authorized to work in the United States, and you have native or bilingual English proficiency, and proficiency with cloud-based communication software, so Slack, G Suite, Microsoft Office, all of those things. And that is it for this role. I will say that it says, please note that this role is not available to candidates in Alaska, Maine, Washington, D.C., New Jersey, California, New York. We know that those two are often on the list, unfortunately. Massachusetts, Connecticut, Colorado, Washington State, Oregon, and Minnesota, rather. So, unfortunately, if you live in any of those states, you cannot apply for this role. But hopefully one of the other two roles I shared would be of interest to you if you are obviously interested in health tech because you're watching this video. So just wanted to point that out. And also for this position, they did not clearly list a pay range or salary range, and I couldn't find anything that really clearly stated it. So unfortunately, I can't give you that number, but just know that this could be a great opportunity. Again, if you don't have a ton of experience, and even if you don't have a lot of healthcare specific or tech specific experience, but you are interested in that industry, this is another good option of entry point for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed these leads. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please share this information with someone that could benefit from it. These are some great companies, and there's a lot of ways that you can get into health tech without having a ton of experience, and I love to share those kind of opportunities on this platform. So subscribe if you're interested in that and you haven't already subscribed, and thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys again soon.